Hi everyone, it's Simon here with a review of Music Racer. Music Racer is a rhythm action game available on PlayStation 4, Xbox One and PC. The console versions versus the PC version have different specs, and I'll be going into that during this review. Thank you to Sometimes You, who are the publishers for this game on PS4, who provided me a review copy, and it's the PS4 version you see on your screens. This game takes Audio Surf, which is one of my favourite games of absolute all time, and puts it into a retro 1980s vaporwave aesthetic. If you've not played that game before or got quite understanding what's on your screen, essentially you pick a vehicle, a track and a piece of music, and it will lay it out in front of you for you to drive through your music. It will place horizontal lines like barriers for you to basically drive through, and you'll move from lane to lane, left to right, picking them off and getting combos as you go along. With Music Racer, you'll have pillars in the road, which if you hit won't mean a game over, but it will end the chain of your combo. And if you keep on doing it, it will actually start decreasing your score as well until you're left with no score. You don't ever get a game over because you're just listening to your music, but it means that the lower the score, the lower the points you receive, and therefore it will take you longer to unlock other vehicles, other aesthetics for you to race through. The key difference here though is that on the PlayStation 4 version, and I'm assuming by extension the Xbox One version, you can't import your own music like you can on the PC version. On the PC version, if you have an MP3 collection or you've ripped your CDs, as I'm in my 30s and I still buy music, we get that off my chest, you have a plethora of replayability because it will map the music, the track that you're going to drive through against your music. But this is not the case on the PlayStation 4 version. Instead, you have 20 odd tracks spread across 3 different artists, one of whom is desperate to be Avicii, but actually does some quite good music. One is permanently in the synthwave, vaporwave kind of scene, and would do really well on Bandcamp, I'm assuming, because that has a big vaporwave scene on there. And then there's one track from a third artist that seems to kind of bridge the middle gap. The music itself is perfectly fine, but it's not yours, and it's not your 20 tracks. And whilst the game does do a relatively good job of actually making a chart that goes to the music, particularly when it speeds up and down the tempo of the track that's coming towards you. I really like that element of this game. It's still just 20 songs, and it feels like a much worse proposition than being able to play with your own music on the PC version. Add to that you just have local multiplayer, local leaderboards. There is no multiplayer, obviously, and there's nothing to upload to kind of have a score competition against anyone else. Once you've then racked up all of the points and unlocked everything, with the PlayStation 4 version, that's it. Yes, you'll have like a screensaver mode, and there's a Zen mode where all of the barriers are removed so you can just drive through, but then there's no challenge, you're not scoring any points and you're not getting anywhere, so it feels a bit empty in terms of an actual mode for you to play with, unless you was doing it with your own music. And here's the problem: it's very difficult to recommend anything for the console version when the PC version, just on specs alone, is vastly superior. This is one to the PC Master Race, it has to be said. And then if you're on PC, there are other games like Audio Surf, Music Zone, Audio Surf 2, of course, that do this in theory better. What Music Racer does bring, though, is loads and loads of graphical options, a really distinct 1980s feel and vibe. I do like all of the different vehicles that you can play with. What I disliked is that there does seem to be a bit of a weird collision detection delay that goes on with some of the hit points as you go through. So if, say, you've got a chain of 5 or 6 things going on in front of you, quite often the 6th one it will skip because it seems to be running slightly lagged behind on what you've touched or not, and then you can move off to like the next lane to hit like your 7th one, and the 6th one won't have hit but the 7th one will, and you're just like or it might be the other way around. It's like it can't keep up with itself. It doesn't visually show that on the screen because there's no slowdown in terms of graphics, and the graphics run beautifully, but it just feels like a complete random that it will drop something that you've clearly driven through, and you're just like, huh. So that's a real shame. I think like music fans will find something here and will enjoy what's on offer, but you'll enjoy it on PC. You won't enjoy it on PlayStation 4. For those of us that buy it on PlayStation 4, I think you're going for like a 6 to 7 hour platinum by just playing and repeating stuff again and unlocking all of the vehicles and tracks as you go, because outside of that it has very little to offer. So I hope that was informative. I think if you like these styles of games, I strongly urge you to check out Music Zone and the 2 Audio Surf games, amongst a couple of others as well. Symphony would be a good one. Because you know me, I love my music games that use your music collection to do something with it. It's just that on the PS4 version, you can't use your music collection. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye for now. Higher Plane Games is part of the Higher Plane Network, a collection of media projects ran by me. If you like what you see and want to find out more, visit patreon.com/Higher Plane Network. Your support can make so much more possible, be that a like, a comment, a share, or a pledge. Thanks for watching.